Hey, I'm DeVonn, chef based in New York. I'm here talking to Jen Martin, who is the co-founder of Pipcorn, and we're both working with Gorillas, an incredible delivery app that brings you your groceries in minutes. Can you start off by introducing yourself for anyone who doesn't know who you are?
My name is Jen, and I live in New York, and I'm one of the co-founders of Pipcorn. So we make a line of heirloom snacks.
And so tell me a little bit about what has been your experience with being a founder. What is that process like? What are some of the highlights for you?
You know, I feel like what's crazy is in April, it'll be 10 years. That's a little bit blowing my mind that I've been doing this for a decade. I don't know, it's flown by and I feel really grateful. And I feel like, you know, to make it work, you have to have a community around you.
One thing I love about the Pipcorn brand is that you are intentional about sourcing, working with sort of heirloom crop farms. So can you tell me a little bit about what that process of working with these heirloom farms looks like for you and how that came about?
Most seeds are hybrid, right? So they're bred for like yield and to all look the same just because that looks better in the supermarket. The problem with the hybrid seeds is that you then lose some of the nutrition and the flavor. And so that's what really makes heirloom special. And so a lot of the times, the people who are also farming it, it's like the seeds that have been passed down generation to generation. We really wanted to, like you said, be intentional about what ingredients are going into it.
I'm wondering, how did you all narrow down which flavors you wanted for each pack that you have? And then for you personally, what would you say your favorite Pipcorn flavor is?
So we came up with all of our products by basically just recreating like the snacks we loved and like went hard on as kids. Because for us, we were like trying to make snacks more accessible so that you're just like, if you go to, you know, corner store where you live or wherever, you can get a snack that tastes like, you know, the thing you loved as a kid, but with better ingredients. My favorite would have to be cheese balls, just because I love any food that you like instantly have a memory of. You know, whenever you're eating, like I feel like I'm like either at a sleepover or like at my like first crush's house or something. And I love that like it connects you to like a time or a place. So I think cheese balls really does that.
So can you actually talk more about like, speaking of like the name is actually so familiar. It's such a simple but like very clear and fun way to express what you're making. Can you tell us about the name?
We wanted something that kind of like was easily relatable and you knew what it was right away, but also kind of set us apart. And so for us, having popcorn and being at markets and it's called Pipcorn, you know, you didn't have to read a paragraph to know what we were. You just could be like, oh, Pipcorn, it's got to be like popcorn, you know, or like a snack.
So what drew you to the Gorillas platform?
I think what drew me to the Gorillas platform is the fact that you can get your snacks so quickly. I mean, I'm like started my company at 23. I live in New York. I'm deeply impatient. And then I think the icing on the cake is that I love partnering with brands who want to support a diverse collection of entrepreneurs and products and just make a more equitable future.
Last question. Is that a vest you're wearing?
It is.
Can I borrow it?
100%, whenever.
Well, it's been so nice talking with you. I'm endlessly inspired by what you're doing, and I cannot believe it's been, did you say a decade?
A decade.
A decade. Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much.